So if you're someone who just got your very first camera, or maybe you're just starting to get serious in photography, the first upgrade I would want you to have is not a lens, it's not a new camera, it's not even a camera bag or a strap. It's a tripod. And so today we're going to take a look at this affordable starter tripod from K&F Concept, and let's see if it is worth your budget. So this is the K&F 09080 tripod. 09080. And yes, I do wish they came up with some friendlier names that are easier to remember, but that does not really say much about the quality of the tripod. However, I've heard about K&F Concept, that brand that creates tripod and filters and other accessories, and I've been curious about them. And since the price range of their products are quite friendly, I wanted to see if it's worth it and if it is worth recommending, especially to beginners or starters who want to invest on their first tripod. So here, let's check it out. Of course, it came out of the box with this nice padded bag, pretty standard stuff. And not surprised, seems like it's something that is quite sturdy and reliable, especially if just carrying this tripod, because it is really lightweight. Now this tripod only weighs about 1.2 kilograms, and that says a lot because the payload on this one is actually around 10 kilograms. So it's basically almost carrying 10 times the weight of the tripod. One of the initial things I look at is how it folds. I love the fact that it folds up like this one, because that simply means that it folds to a shorter length than as compared to when you fold it this way. And that makes it a bit more compact and really quite typical of travel size tripod. So I would actually call this a travel size tripod because of the way it folds up. Now this is a 4-section tripod. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 sections. And if we go all the way up, it can go to about 5 feet. So for scale, I am about 5 feet 7.5 inches. So I'm just gonna be just a few inches taller than this tripod, and that is the maximum height. However, we can also extend the center column like this, and it is actually about 5 feet 5 inches when fully extended. Of course, this is an aluminum tripod, some hard plastic right here, but also some nice orange accents also made out of aluminum. And we have this lock right here that you flick downwards to be able to extend the tripod if you want to keep it flat. So you can put it down on the ground very flat with just the height of the center column extended. Now it also makes use of very simple looking clip locks. Now some tripods have twist locks, some have clip locks, and that's really something based out of the owner's preference. I do usually prefer clip locks from the twist locks simply because they're much easier to dismantle and clean. But this one has a hard plastic clip lock, and it's also very easy to flick. So it's going to be also very easy to fold. Of course, one of the legs has this foam pad right here. Now this is a standard tripod. It does not come with the added function of a detachable leg for a monopod, but given the price of this, it's really, in my opinion, already bang for the buck. Now also some orange accents on the knob or the twist lock for the center column right here. And perhaps one of the most attractive features of this tripod is this very nice ball head. It's made out of hard plastic and aluminum. It's very light as well, but at the same time, I just like the finish that they have on this one, and it feels you know, just a bit more premium than usual. Now this ball head has two knobs, one for panning, and it also has some very nice measurements for the angle of panning, and this main knob right here that controls the ball. Now I really appreciate the fact that K&F put a quick release clamp here that is compatible to Arca Swiss type plates, because sooner or later a beginner will get an Arca Swiss type base plate or maybe even an L bracket, and it's almost customary for any tripod to be compatible with that, because that's the most universal base plate or mounting mechanism we have at this day and age. Now let's talk about payload, capacity, and durability or stability. Every tripod, when you buy one, you should always be checking for the payload or the maximum weight that it can carry. And we usually see this in either pounds or kilograms. This one, for example, can carry up to 22 pounds, and that's equivalent to 10 kilograms. But realistically, how much weight are you actually going to put on your tripod? I mean, I specifically chose to bring this camera up to this location because this is the heaviest set that I have. This is the Sony a7 IV, and this is the new Sony 70-200 f2.8 G Master version 2. And the combined weight of this one is just 2,075 grams, 2.075 kilograms. That is basically a fifth of what this tripod can carry. And given that this is just 1.2 kilograms, it can carry 10 kilograms, and this is just 2 kilograms, and this is my heaviest set. And for any beginner, this is perhaps much heavier than most standard kit cameras or beginner cameras or entry-level cameras. So if this tripod can carry the 2 kilograms very comfortably, you don't even have to think about the 10 kilogram limit, because you know that if this can be carried comfortably, it can help you in any situation. And of course, it's also quite windy right here where I'm at. I am 10 stories above the ground and there's a bit of wind, so you will also see if there's a bit of wobbling or shaking from the feet of the tripod. But really, I don't see any effect of the wind right now. So let's mount this plate. And there we go. I mean, not much to test, not much to see. It's just the fact that it carries the camera and the huge lens, and I don't see any sign of just instability from the tripod. And stability is the most important aspect of any support item or support gear that you're gonna need. And of course, the tripod is the biggest investment. You don't really need to spend every time on very expensive tripods, but if you are getting affordable tripods, you have to make sure that it can carry your heaviest set comfortably. And now I want to see the effect if I extend the center column to the maximum height, and now it's actually taller than I am. If you're shooting quick stills and not really shooting long exposure, you can of course extend the center column like this one, but if you're doing long exposure, you want to keep the center of gravity right here and not here, so you don't want to overextend that center column. But we can see that it's still stable given the weight of the camera. And also, one of the things you should check is if the ball head can actually carry the weight even at a skewed angle. So I'm tilting the camera right now, leaving a bit of room for the ball to move if it can't carry the weight of the camera and of the lens. And basically, if I let go and it starts to move this way, then it means that it's not stable enough on the part of the ball head. And as you can see, it's not really moving. And even if I pull down a bit, it's not really forcing the ball head, and the traction is enough to carry the 2 kilogram payload. And there we go. This is a review of a tripod that costs 2,900 pesos. That is roughly around 57 US dollars. And if you're gonna ask me, I do think that the affordable price is definitely worth it for this tripod. And this is a good tripod to start with for any beginner who wants to invest on their first tripod and they don't want to spend too much at the onset. Now, this review was of course brought to you by JG Superstore. JG Superstore is a very nice dealer for photography, videography, and other electronic equipment in the Philippines. So do check out their pages that I linked down below. And if you want to get this tripod for yourself, I also left some links right down below. So this is the KNF 09080 tripod, made of aluminum, weighs 1.2 kilograms, can carry up to 10 kilograms, and very much worth the very affordable price tag. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. If you have not subscribed, my name is Nicco Valenzuela, and this channel is mainly about photography and the tech around it. So do click that subscribe button and that notification bell. And see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.